The audiences for King Stag will have a wonderful, joyful experience. The play is funny, the characters often are silly, the puppets are just great to experience in terms of going, oh my gosh, I believe that animal is alive. It's not intended for little kids. It's not little kid puppetry. It's really sophisticated puppetry that the audience will just love the process of watching and will just really, I think, escape into this fun fairy tale, animal-filled world.
Well, King Stag is essentially a fairy tale adapted by Gozzi in the commedia dell'arte style, and it lends itself to a whole bunch of comedy and comedic action that takes place on stage. So I think the audience should be prepared to laugh. They should be willing to kind of let go of their everyday sensibilities and allow the magic of the play to take control.
The best way I can think of is just magical from the beginning to the end. It's going to be a lot of fun.
King Stag is a very exciting and innovative project for us because we are incorporating puppet work. And it's not the traditional puppet work that people think of as puppetry for children, but it's really puppetry in the way it's starting to come into live theater. As a department, we're always interested in what's happening in live theater that we can expose our students to. And when Warhorse became such a phenomenon, my colleague Catherine Wagner said, oh, it would be great to work with the Handspring Puppet Company. And so I sent them an email. No introduction, no anything, just sent them an email. I said, hey, let us know if you're going to be in the United States. We'd love to have you come and visit us. And we found out they were going to be in Chicago. And we said, wouldn't it be great if one of your artists could come and work with our students? And so we made that happen. And our students were just thrilled to be doing this work. And we decided that we wanted to incorporate it further into a production. So we hired that puppet director to come and train our students over now a 7-week period. So that's very exciting.
We've looked at a number of things in the puppetry classes and puppetry workshops that have led up to the rehearsal process. Most notably, we look at creating the illusion of life in the object, so focusing on things like creating breath and breathing in the object, looking at eye line, consciousness, awareness, focus, point of concentration. Things that when we look at a human being, we don't necessarily consciously take them in. But when we look at a puppet, we become very, very aware of.
At the beginning, it's been a lot of ensemble work and a lot of working on being in alignment with each other as far as energy goes and being able to communicate without talking. That's a really big thing, being able to move around and pass objects between each other seamlessly and working on endowing an inanimate object with kind of filtering our own intentions through our puppets.
Puppets are complicated to manipulate, so it's a great learning experience for our students to animate and bring life and breath to what otherwise would be an inanimate object, and to create both human and animal puppets during the course of this show. But they don't design, he's a puppet director, so he teaches students to manipulate the puppets. So we need someone to design and build the puppets. So we did a big survey of everyone who was doing that in the United States, and we found a fabulous team of puppet designers from New York City called the Puppet Kitchen. And they've worked in film, they've worked in television, they've worked in live theater. And so they designed the puppets, and they've been here on campus helping our students build the puppets. And Jason's been here training our students to work the puppets. So it's just been a really, really exciting collaboration.
We started out with some two-dimensional designs, just some drafts from Emily and Michael from the Puppet Kitchen in New York. And we built quick in a day, even in a couple of hours, mock-ups really quickly of just some of the materials that we had around. And from there, we've been working through some more drafts of puppets. So this is actually the first draft of the monkey. This is his first time around. So he's been in the process of changing quite a bit. So the cool thing is that we start with the draft, and being able to be part of building it and manipulating it, I'm starting to learn the vocabulary of explaining what's not working and why it's not working when we're trying to manipulate it, so we know what to change when it comes to building or adjusting the build of the next layer for the puppet, I guess.
We have a fabulous faculty here at Western, but we are not experts in all areas of the theaters. So we take every opportunity to bring guest artists in so our students can be exposed to all of the things that are happening in our industry. Things that we feel our students should have some degree of exposure to. They don't get expertise in the time they spend with the guest artists, but they do get introduced to new things that we're not including in our curriculum on a regular basis. So they really advance their skills. They become way more marketable. They meet working industry professionals who help them after they graduate to pursue their careers. And they also begin to learn about things that they might continue to study following their time at WMU. So right now we're working with puppet designers, puppet builders, and puppet directors. Overall, it's been a great experience for us. It should be a really wonderful time for an audience to come and share with us the wonder of believing that an animal that's made out of wood or rubber or plastic or fabric has life. And that is the art of puppet manipulation, that you see these animals, rabbits and skunks and bears and stags, and they're not intended to look like real animals exactly, but when you see them, you believe that the animal is there, and that's really, really fun for everyone to experience.